I love my sources because my sources tell me some very, very, very interesting things. And sometimes, just sometimes, they give me some very interesting pictures and sometimes some very interesting documentation that either me or TK's garage we would leak out. In this particular case, I got information and I got pictures for what he just leaked out to me. Because what if I told you that there is a Dodge Charger 6-pack running around with a more powerful engine inside of there? And I know exactly the changes to it. So let's have a conversation in this video about, could you see a more powerful Dodge Charger sooner rather than later? Okay, I'm over 49,000 friends, and if 58% of you guys who watch these videos over and over again but have not hit the subscribe button, help a butter out, consider joining the channel, hit that subscribe button, and help me get to my first milestone of 50,000 subscribers. So let's jump right to the situation because I know there is a more powerful Charger confirmed that is rolling around the streets of Detroit. Now this is an actual mule. I got pictures of the mule, but let's just say I know exactly what car it is. I know what color it is. I know what it all look like. So I'm just saying, Dodge, I be finding things out. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm very, very nosy individual, and I just love being leaked a lot of great information. Now, I do know that Dodge is actively working on multiple variations of the Hurricane engine, like some more powerful versions, because you already know about the 420 horsepower one is going into like the Charger GT, and then you know what the 550 horsepower version that's going into the actual Charger Outlaw, but it's supposed to be even more powerful version of that. Now, I was told a while ago, I think it maybe a few months ago, that they was working on a 700 horsepower variant of the actual Hurricane engine. And for the last time I remember hearing about that, I can't exactly remember what it was, but I think they was popping those engines because those engines are pushing so much boost that I think they're popping them. And the last time I heard about it, I think maybe, I want to say maybe about 4 months ago, last time I heard, they was having to go switch over to an iron block rather than an aluminum block Hurricane in order to let that engine survive and stuff. So whenever that engine is going to become available, it should be in that 600, 700, 800 horsepower range. And so my question is, I got information today about this new particular mule that is confirmed to be rolling around on the streets. So I don't know whether or not this particular mule has that new experimental engine that's already, like I told you guys, that needs an actual iron block in it, or if this right here just another variation of the same high output Hurricane engine that you're gonna find like the Outlaw, the RHO, the Limited and stuff, the Grand Wagoneer. So I don't know which version of the Hurricane engine this is as in this actual car, but I do know that it has more power because I was told word around the campfire is, and I'm just saying, word around the campfire is that this engine right here is sporting bigger turbos. So if it has bigger turbos, then you know that means bigger horsepower. And I was told the exact figure that they're testing for this car, but I can't necessarily repeat it to you guys because I also had to err on the side of caution, being very specific about things because I've been investigated by Stellantis before and they've had to go and try to nitpick with the actual UAW and stuff. So I don't want them to go and nitpick with these engineers and stuff. So I'm just going to say that I heard that the horsepower for this particular mule is between the 600 to 800 horsepower range. So I know exactly what number that they told me, but I got to make sure I keep my source safe at the end of the day, which is why I've been blurring out the photos that you guys are seeing, because I can't necessarily, you know, show you guys exactly what car this is, exactly what color car it is, because I don't want Dodge to go and pester these engineers and stuff because they have no idea where I got these photos from. So that's why you can't see the environment, you can't see the color of the car, any of that stuff. But those guys know that I know. But this right here is pretty, you know, freaking interesting because we all are waiting for the Hemi cars to come back. But in the meantime, these Hurricanes are something that Dodge was working on because they didn't really think that Hemis would come back until the last, 6 months? And the Hurricanes have been in the pipeline for years. So I fully expect for them to go and offer a more powerful Hurricane powered vehicles and Hurricane powered engines. And I just don't personally like the Hurricanes just for my own personal reason. I am a Hemi person through and through. And I mean, me personally, if I was to go and buy a 6-cylinder car, then it had to be like a mid-size or smaller car. Like I don't want a big, giant, huge 4,500 pound car the size of an SUV to have an inline 6 engine. right? I think they're gonna find out the same nonsense with what the Grand Cherokee people tell me about. Supposed to have like an inline 4 engine in there. I don't think that thing is gonna sell. But me personally, I think the Hurricane engine makes sense in certain vehicles. I can understand you put that engine in the Charger and stuff and go send it overseas for other markets because they got these crazy laws and stuff about displacement and all that nonsense. I can understand that for them. But for us, like, nah, I just can't get behind a 4,500 pound inline 6 cylinder car. Now, if it was like a car the size of like something like a Mustang or smaller, or something like a Nissan 370Z, some little sports car like that, or like even that little tiny little sports car that's like, what was that Fiat Spider 124, whatever, something like that, that small with that engine there, I think it would be just decimating a lot of stuff, right? So I can see something like maybe the Nissan 370Z size. I think that car weighs about 3,300 pounds. Let me see. How much does the Nissan 370Z weigh? The Nissan 370Z has a current weight between 3,200 and 3,500 pounds. Yeah. So that's something that I would see, you know, that would be beneficial for a Hurricane, something like a very small, tight package. And then I can just mentally see that, yeah, I would do that, right? So that's just me personally. But I know that Hemis are going to take a while to come out. I mean, I figure it's going to be at least maybe 2-3 years before we see a Hemi powered car within Dodge, because they have to re-engineer the actual Charger's firewall in order for the fit. I did look at a video clip of it somewhere, because if you notice, I meant to make a video about this a while ago, but if you notice how in certain video clips, especially like the production video clips of how the old Charger firewall used to be, where you used to dimple into the engine compartment and stuff, and then the other version it dimples out. So I'm pretty sure most of the firewall, like the top half of the firewall, has to be kind of modified and stuff in order for the Hemi. So that's why I don't see the Hemi coming back like anytime soon. I'm thinking maybe within 2, maybe 3 years. You gotta think they gotta re-engineer the firewall, then they gotta go and get the vehicle recertified, crash test on and stuff. So that's right there, at least bare minimum a year. And that's even if they're already, you know, getting started on working on Hemis in the first place, because I know these 6-pack cars, Dodge need to get these 6-pack cars out fast because their sales are in the tank. But this will be very interesting stuff about these Hurricanes. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited that Hurricanes are coming? Do you guys excited that, you know, you got a 400 horsepower Hurricane, you got a 550 horsepower Hurricane, and potentially you have a, let's say, a Hellcat killer Hurricane engine coming, right? Between that 600 to 800 horsepower range. Like I said, I know exactly how much horsepower it's supposed to be, but I cannot tell you guys exactly what it is. But let's just say it's more power than the 550. I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys, I mean, are you guys actually interested in 6-pack cars? Or are you going like, nah, I'm waiting for the Hemi. I'll wait 2-3 years for my last call car or whatever, right? Or will you jump into a Hurricane car in the interim and then trade it in when the Hemi powered cars come out? So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Oh yeah, if you want to check out the video I just made about when you can be able to order the daggone 6-pack cars and how much horsepower those cars are going to have, what trim levels the cars are going to have, and pretty much what else I did, the price of them cars are going to cost, you can check this video right here. And until the next time, I am out.